Greetings, gentlemen. Max Sterling here, and in today's must-watch segment, we're delving into the world of joy and success with an intriguing twist on the happiness equation. This concept certainly turned my head, and I'm confident it will shake up yours too. Without spilling all the beans at once, let's just say that your satisfaction in life might not be where you think it is. So if you're hunting for that elusive key to perpetual happiness, buckle up. Today's revelations might just realign your inner compass. Now, onto a tale of flipped scripts and feel-good facts. Listen closely, for each word is a deliberate step toward achieving a life of abundance and contentment. Imagine if our often tread route to gratification, a tough grind leading to success and then finally to happiness, was actually a backward map. It's like training for a marathon, clinching a win, and then expecting the rush of happiness to follow. However, our author, with his interwoven personal experiences and research insights, flips this conception on its head. Could we be performing at our best if happiness leads the charge instead? He gifts us with 7 potent strategies to boost our happiness in mere days. For instance, jotting down joyous moments extends those highs and serves as a beacon during our lows. It's akin to storing sunlight for a cloudy day. A random act of kindness, you may ask? It's scientifically backed as the zenith of immediate upliftment and well-being. So, why not sprinkle a bit of your innate generosity around? Feeling thankful already? How about listing 5 things you're grateful for right now? This simple gesture can redefine your perspective on life. Neil transformed such honest gratitude into a thriving enterprise, weaving tales around the joy of life's small wonders. However, before diving further into this trove of happiness, he anchors us with a vital study on Nun's tale of positive thinking and longevity intertwined. Identical lifestyles with varied outlooks created a staggering 10-year life expectancy gap, underlining happiness as not just a fleeting mood but a life-extending force. Switching gears, let's examine setting goals we can genuinely steer, rather than entrusting our achievements to the fickle winds of chance. Exercise consistency, content quality, and productive actions are within our domain, unlike the unpredictable number on a scale, the number of YouTube subscribers, or the caprices of an algorithm. The astonishing residents of Okinawa provide a masterclass in embracing life with gusto well into the golden years. Their secret? A sense of community and the philosophy of Ikigai, a reason for being. From teaching martial arts at 102 to a centenarian fisherman providing for his family, these elders' narratives inspire us to discover our own Ikigai. Diving into the concept of retirement unveils its modernist flaws. The idea of contributing to society versus withdrawing into idleness poses profound questions about our collective values. Consider retirement through this prism and ask yourself if productivity doesn't just enrich days but also extends them. Here's a tantalizing proposition: do more hours always equate to more money? I present a compelling comparison: a Harvard MBA versus an assistant retail manager and a teacher. Salary divided by hours worked washes out to $28 per hour for all, regardless of the prestige attached to the title. The differential lies merely in the number of hours toiled, leading to an existential quandary over the value of time versus money. Aligning thoughts, words, and deeds is a benchmark for happiness. This harmony echoes what great minds like Napoleon Hill have long professed. Final food for thought: challenge pervasive maxims. Birds of a feather? Opposites attract? The tension between cliques like these reminds us context is king. And with that, gents, I hope today's dissection of the happiness equation has not only elevated your mind but has also pushed you to refine the pursuit of your joy and purpose. Reflect upon these insights and identify the changes you'll be implementing. Now, if you find value here, hitting that subscribe button, ringing the bell, and tossing a like our way might just be that first step in aligning your actions with your goals. End on a high note. Questioning the cookie-cutter path to satisfaction might just be the wake-up call that shifts you from passive contentment to active fulfillment. If this video has delivered value beyond expectation, tips in recognition of this are always appreciated. Keep thriving, keep striving, and remember, the cornerstone of prosperity is not just earning more, but living more. Intrigued by how your awareness could be the secret steering wheel to your productivity? Brace yourselves, for we're about to dive into the astounding Hawthorne effect and its curious implications in our daily grind. Vast studies, a century's worth of psychology, and a surprise twist with a horse await us as we unlock the doors to astonishing human behavior transformations. Stay tuned to grasp how this phenomenon can supercharge your efficiency. Imagine clocking in at a factory and discovering that your output spikes, not because of the work itself, but because you're being watched. Ponder this: Would more luminescence make you a dynamo at your desk, or is it the shadowy corners that boost your zeal? Do marathon work stints lead to a triumph of tasks, or is the power in brief spurts of effort? Puzzled? So were the brains of the 1920s, who studied electric factory workers only to stumble upon a trend that bent all expectations. Dubbed the Hawthorne effect, named after the same Hawthorne Works electric factory, it signals an oddity where attention, not conditions, fuels productivity. The gist? If you're aware of watchful eyes, your behavior subtly shifts gears. This quirky nugget of psychology doesn't only put research subjects beneath the spotlight but also nudges experimenters towards subconscious bias, consequently tilting the scales of outcomes. Let's peel the layers of this conundrum. Feedback loops, for starters, may play the Pied Piper, enticing workers to outdo themselves. The demand effect too can't be shrugged off, as participants, in their eagerness to please, may inadvertently stoke the experimental fires with augmented efforts. Creeping doubts about the intent of the studies also whip up the motivational whirlwind. And as if we hadn't ventured deep enough into this rabbit hole, a horse called Clever Hans gallops in, offering profound insights. Turn of the century, and Hans, owned by William von Holstein, astonished a psychologist with arithmetic prowess. Yet, unravel this a bit more, and it surfaces that whenever the savvy owner knew the answers or was around, Hans hit the bullseye impeccably. Absent or clueless owner? Hans' success plummeted. Label this the Clever Hans effect, where expectations steer performance, seeping into corners as varied as police canines in medical trials. Though some skeptics have raised brows at the Hawthorne effect, case studies reinforce its lurking presence. In the medical vista, rheumatoid arthritis patients under scrutiny saw improvements vanish post-experiment. Cerebral palsy treatments yielded contradictory witness stories versus actual results. Clinical trials echo these peculiarities when subjects under lock and key start responding not just to treatments, but to the overall hospitality. The Hawthorne effect tosses a crucial wrench in the cogs of human studies, demanding researchers to don detective hats. Setting experiments that mirror genuine habitats without tiptoeing over ethical lines forms the crux here. As we inch closer to understanding human psychology, it becomes pivotal to probe beyond the surface, question the setup, and unravel the fundamental truth. Ladies and gentlemen, your presence has elevated this exploration to new heights, much like the subjects within the Hawthorne spectacle. As we sign off, consider this. What shifts will you make in your daily theatrics, now that you've glimpsed behind the psychological curtain? If you valued the insights unraveled today, feel free to show appreciation proportional to your newfound knowledge. Until our next foray into the psyche's enigmas, continue to quest for wisdom and let your curiosity be your guiding star. Remember, if you found this expedition through the psychological landscape compelling, subscribing and engaging with the content pledges you to a community of like-minded discovery seekers. So, infuse your daily routine with newfound vigor and transform knowledge into action.